I am not doing awesome, and I probably shouldn't be on a live, to be honest. But it's 2 o'clock. I should have done a live hours ago. But unfortunately, I was sleeping. I didn't go to bed until one something in the afternoon. So I went to bed 5 hours late. And I slept for like an hour and a half, got up for about 45 minutes, and then slept. And I should have been up at like 6, but I didn't get up until like an hour ago. I'm going to have to spend a lot of tomorrow just catching up on stuff. I don't know what time he went to bed. I don't know what time I'm supposed to get him up. So I'm just going to aim for the normal time and pray that it works, I guess. Thanks, Jennifer. I didn't even get really good sleep because my back was hurting so bad. Because I had to miss my pain medicine, my back medicine. Because I went to bed so late, I didn't want it to get confused or whatever, so I probably should have just took everything, but instead I ended up skipping my meds. So I was gonna go to bed, a couple hours late. I was gonna go to bed about 10. I was fighting sleep awful, but I never like to go to sleep. And about 10 o'clock, I decided I was gonna, go lay down. Enough, fighting sleep like a toddler, just go lay down. I was getting tired, whatnot. And then my neighbor, I heard a noise outside, and she decided to come over and mow my whole front yard for me. No, Karen, I am just not okay mentally. I'm not okay physically. I'm not okay with like pretty much anything right now. Um, but she was outside and she was mowing my lawn, my front yard, and I wanted to make sure she didn't flip off of her mower because, like I said, my yard is fucking treacherous. And the mower went a little. She had a five. What is it? A no turn. And there was like 3 times I was worried I was gonna have to fucking call an ambulance. Not even kidding. And she got done and she's like, "That yard ain't no joke." And I'm like, "I know. Trust me. I am aware." So I had to sit out there after I was getting ready to go to bed, and I had to watch her for like 45 minutes because she was doing me a favor. She said she owed me because her grandson egged my car. So she came over and mowed the lawn. But I didn't want to leave her out there and seem ungrateful, so I stayed up the entire time, which then put me to almost 12. And then I got it in my head that, hey, walking the backyard in a push mower is going to fucking suck. Um, because it's a lot of grass and we can't even get half of it done because it's on a hill. I'm gonna call around for some quotes. So I find like 3 people and I send them, messages. One of them doesn't come here, and the one guy says, I can be there in 10 minutes to give you a quote. Okay, that's fine. So now it's 12 something. And I wait for him to get here. He gets here pretty quick because he was doing a job right around the corner, I guess. And he was here for like over half an hour. And then it was so hot standing outside talking to him that I had to come in and take a shower. And I got to bed like one something o'clock. And then I ended up waking up again at like 3:45. And then I went back to bed. I stayed up about 45 minutes. So about 4:20 or so, I decided to lay back down. And I thought, well, he'll be home here in about 2 hours. And I heard the dogs go crazy. And so I checked Life 360 and it said he was here. So I thought he was coming in to get me, and I laid back down for a minute, thinking, okay, well, he'll come get me when he gets done or whatever. And he never came and got me. And at like 7 o'clock, he's like, "Are you getting up?" And I was like, "You never came and got me." He's like, "It's okay, just stay in bed." I'm like, "All right." I was like, "I'll be out there in a little bit." Well, at some point, he came in. He got Sissy out of the bed. At some point, he came back in and put Sissy back in the room because I know he came and got her. And at some point, he came back in and put her in the room, and that's all I know. And then I woke up like 4 hours later. I have no idea when he went to bed. I have no idea when I'm supposed to be getting him up. I am just going to aim for the normal time and pray that it works. No, I don't have any emails. Um, I got up. I'm dealing with a bunch of crap. Um, when I took my shower earlier, I didn't want to fall asleep on wet hair. So I took a shower, didn't wash my hair, so I just got up and washed my hair, trying to fight with that in the fucking sink now that it's longer. Is Marilyn Manson? More than likely, there's numerous. If it's what I think it is, are you talking about like SA cases? There's a lot of them. So more than likely, if you're talking about SA cases, he's had more than one, more than two. He's had ex girlfriends. I mean, yeah. So it's very, very possible. Yeah, I've had a ridiculous few days. Is that whack job? That name sounds familiar. Is that whack job that talks about that they talk to an interdimensional being? That name sounds fucking familiar. There's somebody like that who says that they talk to the Val whatever that was a alien or something. I'm okay. I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm like super fucking overwhelmed. Like today I had planned on, at least getting some laundry done, whatnot, and I'm gonna wash my bedding here there tomorrow, but I have at least 2 loads of laundry I gotta do and put away. I still haven't put the one away. That is the worst. I don't know what it is about me. I can clean all fucking day, but when it comes to putting away one basket of laundry, I can't function. I can't function. Matter of fact, I've literally been pulling clothes out of the basket just so that there's less I have to put away. But he's taking the car tomorrow, as far as I'm aware. So I can do the laundry. I will put it all away when it is done. I will put it all away. I am putting that mantra in my head right now that when it is done, I will put it away. And then I got a few dishes. But other than that, I mean, I'm overwhelmed because I hate having stuff to do. I hate not being ahead of everything 100 miles. But yeah, I hate feeling like I haven't done something. It really frustrates me. Okay, here's my problem though. Okay. I'm not in a good headspace. I'm just gonna warn you this. I'm not in a good headspace. I'm not really talking about that right now, number one. So it's already frustrating when I'm sitting here telling people like I'm having a bad time and you're making it about Marilyn Manson. I'm trying to be nice about this, but two, I've already told you I believe he's guilty. Three, I'm not contacting anybody. Period. I don't contact people. I do my own thing, my own way. I don't contact people. I don't people send me cases all the time. I don't listen. I don't if I sat and answered every email with cases they wanted me to take, I wouldn't have time to sleep. I just do what I do, whatever feels good at the time. And I can tell you that yes, people are proven or guilty until proven innocent or whatever. I'm not all there right now. But this isn't just a one off, a two off, a three off, a four off, a five off. Like there is a lot of people that have accused him of this. A lot of people that have accused him of this. And it's frustrating to me that some super fan is like, no, he must be innocent. I have proof. Here's the thing, if it was one person or maybe even two, I might be like, okay, well, gee, I'm going to look into this. But there's no way on God's green earth that if I'm just going to pull a number, 7 people say he did with details, and somebody's like, you know what? No, fuck them. Fuck them. He didn't do it. That's actually really frustrating. So I already got it. I'm okay with it. I've already got the screenshots. I'm fine with it. You're good, Samantha. Everything's good. I just got on here like 12 minutes ago. I shouldn't be on live. I shouldn't. I am not okay right now. I am not okay mentally. I am not okay physically. I am not okay in general. I should not be on live right now. But like with any job, because yes, I do get paid for this. Like with any job, it doesn't matter if you're not feeling it that day, you still got to show up. And I can't lay in bed anymore. I'm like in a lot of pain. I cannot, like, my back, I kept waking up while I was sleeping. And at one point, no matter what I laid, it fucking was awful. But I was so exhausted that eventually I just passed out, anyways. A bunch of different fish. And then I'm going to have to get him up and deal with all that, get him. And then I don't even know how I'm going to get myself back on schedule at this point. It's one thing for me to like sleep during the day. I can get back on the schedule doing that. But I done fucked myself this time. This was bad. This was really, really bad. I don't know how I'm gonna get myself back on schedule. I missed the gym last night, but I'm okay with that because it was raining, I guess, pretty good, and I'm not a huge fan of going out in the rain. I don't really like driving in the rain. I had a stupid incident happen when I was like 17 that scared the shit out of me, and like I don't like driving in rain now. I mean, I will, but if I don't have to, I'm not going to. So between being tired and in pain and whatever, I was like, you know what, I'm just not going today. So I got up and house looks pretty good. The animal lights are all where they need to be. I was actually kind of shocked. I figured I'd come out here and it'd be destroyed and the animals wouldn't be on correctly, and but everything looks good out there. So I know he came in and got the dogs about what time he should have. So maybe he went to bed. The problem is this. I was just telling my friend this. She says, I don't mean to be mean, but he's grown. I said, yep, that's not the problem. Trust me. If he was just a guy who had zero, like he, needed to be babysat, I would be a lot more frustrated. I'm frustrated, but this stuff is kind of out of his control. Um, his a big portion of his ADHD is he has time blindness. Um, and the other day was a perfect example of this. I went to the gym and I left the house. I drove to the gym. I did my routine. I went through it very quickly. I will say that. And I'd been gone about half hour. And I called him to let him know to turn the oven on so that we could make dinner when I got home. And I called him and I said, okay, well, I'm getting ready to do the massage chairs and stuff. You need to turn the oven on. He's like, you've been gone 5 minutes. I said, I have done my whole routine. There's no way you did your whole routine. I went through it very quickly, but yeah, I did my whole routine. And I drove here. um, I've been gone longer than 5 minutes. So basically what happens is no matter what it is he's doing, he loses all concept of time. So if I don't stay on him and be like, hey, by the way, it's 8 o'clock, he'll not realize it's 8 o'clock until it's about 10 o'clock. So we have that. And then on top of that, because he can't shut his mind off, because he literally gets off of work, he's got like an hour or two tops to himself. And then he's got to go to bed, which he can't shut his fucking brain off because, he just worked 12 hours. He had 2 hours of downtime. He can't shut his brain off. So then by the time he shuts his brain off, he gets like 4 to 5 hours of sleep only to get up and fucking do it again. And eventually he fucking crashes and he can barely function because most people cannot function on 4 to 5 hours working 12-hour days. And his job, if he happens to nod off or whatever, people die. So, I mean, I understand. And we're pretty sure his mom is asleep. His mom is a sleep tech, was a sleep tech. His mom was a sleep tech for like 20 years. She says he has sleep apnea. Well, we can't afford to go get that fucking test or the machine. So, between not sleeping, getting little sleep, having time blindness, and probably very likely having sleep apnea, he's not getting sleep. If his alarm goes off, I hear it in here. The other day, I'm not even kidding. I was sitting here. It was Sunday. I know it was Sunday because he was off. And he went to bed. And I heard this weird noise. I just kept hearing a weird beep every now and then. And I'm like, where's that coming from? So I start concentrating. Like, where could this be coming from? And I realized that for a half an hour, his alarm has been going off in his room. And you guys have heard his alarm. It is a wild alarm, okay? It's like 6 sirens, 4 horns. Like, it's a whole nightmare, dude. This thing goes off and it jars me to like no tomorrow when it goes off. And I realized that this alarm has been going on in his room for half an hour. I go in there, I open the door, and I'm like, shut it off. And he's still sleeping. He still don't even hear me. I'm like, because I'll just go in and shut it off, but I couldn't even see where the damn phone was. And finally I yelled, shut it off. And he got up and he shuts it off. I said, turn the goddamn things off on Sunday. Well, I'm trying to stay on schedule. No, the fuck you ain't. You're sleeping through it. Shut them off on Sunday so you can get some sleep. I leave the room. I come in here. I sit down. My ass barely touches the chair. The motherfucker goes off again. I went back in there. I said, shut it off. He said, you watched me do it. I said, you must have hit snooze. So they did shut off at that point. But I will tell you, though, I mean, I'm not sure what time he went to bed. I'm not sure. I don't know if he'll know what time he went to bed. But he did feed the dogs at the right time because I did look at the clock when he came in because I didn't know what time it was. The fuck? The fuck? Oh, there it is. Because I didn't know what time it was, and I knew I should get up, and so I realized what time it was. And he did the dogs on time. So I don't know what time he went to bed, but I guess I'll find out when I go to wake him up. How do I deal with him being on different time frames? We've been on different time. Well, here's the deal, though. We've had a very strange marriage. Our whole marriage. When we first got married, we went from being together every single day, all day for 6 years, to him going on the road for 6 weeks. And then he was out for like 3 weeks and whatever. And so it was weird going from having somebody around me 24/7 to being essentially alone, like always alone, because he was out in some fucking state at fuck all wherever. Okay, Brooke. And so there was that, and then he would be on a lot of the times we did have a somewhat similar schedule. And then there was a time where he had gotten hurt at work and they would not let him leave that city because he was under medical care for like 6 months. Funnily enough, it was where they eat cats and dogs. But anyway, I just found that out. He was like, don't you remember that that's where I was for those 6 months? And I was like, no, but I do now. I do remember it now. They didn't let him come home for 6 months. I didn't see him. So he came home and there was that. So that was weird. And then he's always, we've always just kind of ran. I've always been a very, very night owl. Um, right, Brooke. I've always been a night owl. That's how I've been my whole life. I've just been a night owl. I don't like to be awake when it's daylight. And I saw the most interesting thing the other day, and it was so accurate. It was so accurate. People with trauma will do fire watch. And I was like, the fuck does that mean? And it says people with trauma will do fire watch. They have to stay awake when everybody else is sleeping to make sure that nothing bad happens. That's exactly what I've always done. Because if I go to sleep, something weird or bad always happens when I'm asleep. It never fails. Like, I will literally keep myself awake all fucking hours of a day and like not sleep because I'm scared to go to sleep, because if I go to sleep, I can't see what's coming. I can't see if, this catastrophe is coming or that catastrophe is coming. So I stay awake to basically stay on watch 24 hours a fucking day until eventually I have to go to sleep. Like, I start getting tired, not gonna lie, I start getting tired about the time I should be going to sleep. About the time I would be coming home with him or from him. And if I came home and went right to bed, that would be fine and that would be normal. But then I fight sleep for the next 2 to 3 hours and I don't want to go to bed. And then I finally go to bed and I'm exhausted. And then when I go to get up, I don't want to get up because I'm so fucking tired. And at that point, my body is fighting me like, no, you need sleep. And I can't even get out of the stupor to wake up. Yeah, that's the sleep apnea I'm talking about, Audra. That's the sleep apnea I'm talking about. Yeah. Um, I don't need meds to go to sleep. I can go to sleep at any given time. I'm a person, I can sleep like that. Like, if I want to, I will go and sleep anywhere, anytime, because I'm always so fucking exhausted that I can just go to sleep. It's the I can't shut my brain off to go to sleep. I'm tired. Like, I could go in there right now and go to sleep. I'd be asleep in 5 minutes. I'm tired. But I've always had this need to not sleep. Like, I do not want to sleep. Like, I was in therapy because I did not want to sleep. Like, I went into my therapist and I'm like, I can't sleep. And she's like, okay, well, do you need a medication? I'm like, I don't need a medication. I don't want to sleep. I was like, I can sleep. It's not that I can't sleep. I can. I was like, I could fall asleep right now on your floor. I can't sleep. Like, I can't allow myself to sleep. How do you fix that? You can't. You can't. Oh, you can't. They've tried the common sense tactics. Well, if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen anyways. I'm aware, but I at least will be awake and vigilant. I will not be asleep. So, like, I'm exhausted right now, and I probably should have stayed asleep until I had to get him up. But I was like, no, I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna do my live like I should be doing, because I can't just hibernate, even though Lord knows I fucking need it. I can't just hibernate. So I got up, checked my messages. I checked Facebook anyway. I checked Facebook messages. I haven't even got on YouTube or TikTok. So I don't even know what messages I have on there. But check those. Got on here. No, I'm not awesome. I mean, I'm here, I'm surviving, but I'm a little all over the place. And I'm starving, dude. I'm fucking starving. I haven't eaten. I don't even remember the last time I ate. I was hungry when I went to bed. And I was like, well, I'll be getting up in a few hours. It don't matter. I think the last, oh, what is it? Tuesday morning, right? I had, Sunday, I had, Sunday? Yeah. Sunday, we went to dinner at like 3 in the afternoon. So the last time I ate was Sunday at 3 o'clock. And before that, I had dinner the night before. So it just now hit me. I'm like nauseous as fuck. I didn't even realize until that's the bad part about having like diabetes and shit. You will be fine. You will be fine. And then out of nowhere, your blood sugar's like, fuck you, we're gonna puke. Like, are you serious right now? I can tell. I can tell it's like blood sugar because I just got nauseous and tingly. So I can tell that's what it is. Which I'll get to getting up in a minute. It's never that bad. So I just can tell that like that's my body being like, I need to eat. You're on Natasha's list. Join the club. You've lost 4 pounds. I lost 5. I need to lose it more than you do, dude. Why are you trying to lose weight? You're itty bitty. Why are you losing weight to begin with? My goal's way higher than that. Last I checked, last the doctor checked, I had lost 5, but I don't know what since then if I have. Oh, okay, I got you. I'm frustrated, dude. Last night, I made a video. I made a video. I posted the video and I put it in private because here's the deal. Every time I acknowledge something in a video, it backfires on me because me wanting to get out a comment or an answer to 1 or 5 individuals brings attention to it 10,000 times more because it'll get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 views, which then exasperates the problem even more. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, Miss. And so I made a video. It's in my drafts. Or no, it's in my private or whatever. I posted it and I put it on private. But I was frustrated because I was doing my FYP, whatever, and somebody's live came on. Somebody's live where my name was in the title again. And then I hear my name immediately. Immediately. And I'm like, all right, cool. What am I going to learn about myself today? So, for the most part, it was for the most part, it was like, I don't really care that they're, whatever. It's not a big deal. But what frustrated me was, by the way, not Brie. What frustrated me is the 2 people on there with her that were questioning, well, she said that she talked to them for 24 hours, 36 hours. Yeah, I did. Uh-huh. And I said 24 hours because I did not realize at that time that it was actually 36 hours, which is why it fucking changed. And then I showed the screenshots in the video showing that it started at September 20th at 3:38. Actually, it had even been before that in the group chat. It had been going on in group chat for however long, 20 minutes, 30 minutes in group chat. That was September 20th at 3:38 p.m. or a.m. And by the time that they were in a safe area, it was September 21st at 8:30. So that's what? How many hours? I don't fucking know. Do the math. Do the fucking math. Of all the things that are said and done, like that's what you're gonna, because you're so desperate to catch me in a lie. You're so desperate to show that I'm not telling the truth, that God forbid I don't know how to do math correctly. So I must be lying. I must be lying. I don't even know how many hours that is. Not even kidding. I have no idea. It's a lot of hours. However many hours it is, that's how many hours it is. It started on September 20th, officially in my portion of the thing at 3:38 a.m. And it was September 21st at 8:30 p.m. So it's been a long time, however long it was. I'm not entirely sure. I can put you in the one that we're in, but you always split. I have no idea how many hours it was. However many hours that is. I know it felt like forever, I can tell you that. You do sometimes come back. Usually it takes you a while though. And then I come in here after being asleep and there's something torn up on the floor. Now my dog's been being really good in here. And I come in and there's something torn up on the floor. And it's the one paper I needed, of course. It's the one paper that I needed. But luckily I'll be okay. Yeah, I only, like I said, okay, it came on my FYP, and for the most part, I was like, they're not saying anything awful. I'm not going to get pissed, whatever, just because they're talking, they're having their opinions on me, and opinions are fine. They're like assholes. Everybody's got them. I'm not really going to be mad about people's opinions. But that particular, when they're like, one, they questioned how long I was on the phone, which, do the math, however long it was. I just gave you the timestamps. It's somewhere in between 24, whatever. I don't know. It was a long time. So question me about that because you're so desperate to catch me in a lie that you're just going to be like, oh, that couldn't happen, blah, blah, blah. Then, of course, somebody had to make a smartass remark that maybe I should be a suicide counselor, which maybe I should because this isn't the first time I've had to do this. I have a video of it happening a couple of years ago. By the way, the thank you I got for that, by the way, fun story. Let's sidetrack. Brooke will know what I'm talking about. So when I was using my big account all the time, I had this follower who for some reason messaged me that she was going to hurt herself. And I didn't know how to get a hold of her. I had no idea how to get a hold of her. And I'm trying everything I can to get a hold of her through TikTok. Like she's not answering, she's not nothing. You might have heard a different part that I did because like I said, I only heard about a half an hour. After I heard my name, I wanted to hear, whatever. I heard where they were questioning the hours and then the thing, and then I was like, you know what, I'm good. I don't need to hear any more of this. And I was like, whatever. But so this girl calls me or messages me on TikTok, and I got her to call me on Facebook Messenger. And I sat and talked with her for half an hour because she was like ready to do it. And I talked to her for like half an hour and I got her calmed down and everything. And it was really jarring for me. And I asked, I said, why didn't you reach out to like your husband, your kids? Like, I'm sure you have a support system. Why are you reaching out to a random person on the internet? All said nicely, of course. And she explained her situation. And I was good to this person for months. And this person one day randomly started acting wild in my fucking messenger. I have all the screenshots for this. I've had to put up videos about it before because they're back. They're back. Not even kidding. They're back. One day they decided that they were going to just start acting fucking weird in my messenger. And they're talking about how I don't give them enough time. I only care about my friends. And I'm like, I tried to be nice in the beginning. And then I'm like, I don't owe you anything. Like, yeah, my friends are going to get my time because they're my friends. I'm like, I've been here every time you've needed to talk. I've talked you through every issue you've had. I don't owe you anything. Like that's not a thing. And so because of that, she ended up making X amount of troll accounts, and I knew it was her. She didn't really hide that it was her, but we'd block her, so she'd have to make a new one. She never really hid that it was her. And she did this for months. Then she just kind of disappeared. And then she came back. And what she'll do is she'll make an account and she'll start commenting on my shit. And I'm like, and I know it's her. And then she'll comment on her actual account. So then she did that for a while and then she left. And then, nice. And then she did it a little, not too long ago. And then she disappeared again. Lo and motherfucking behold, I could not even believe it. So that day that people from Breeside, which by the way, I did find out who was behind that account because they were dumb enough to go back over there and say that they did it. Anyways, well, they came in under a name that had Furby in it, which triggered in my mind, this person used to have Furby in their name. So I was kind of wondering if it was them. But again, this person went back over there and said who they were. So good job. That was stupid. But it made me remember that this person's name had Furby in it. And so I thought that was weird. I thought that was, I was like, oh, what a name to choose, whatever. 2 days later, they comment on my shit with their Furby name. It was her account, her picture, her account, her username, whole nine. She's still here. It's been like 2+ years. She's still here, following my shit, whatever. It's been 2+ years. You can't get rid of these motherfuckers. You can't. And it don't matter how many times you block these motherfuckers. They will make another account. They don't care. I couldn't even fucking believe it. Because I saw a message and it was a shitty comment on one of my videos. So like I do, I scan over, I look at the name, and I went, "You got to be kidding me!" I don't even know how I knew, but I clicked through, and I was like, "Are you fucking serious? Are you so fucking serious right now?" She likes to throw oh my lord, you should have seen the text messages this girl sent me. They were fucking wild. And then she took like one message that I sent and tried to post it to show what a horrible human being I was. Didn't work, but I said, and so I did what I always do. She showed a text message. I showed all of them. It didn't go so well for her because she looked crazy. No, they're not that person. No. No, I still have all this fucking screenshots from all that shit from when it happened way back in the fucking day. Because I found out the other day, and I knew this, but I didn't know this. So I clear out my phone fairly religiously. I got a nice amount of storage on my phone, but I like to keep it running good. So I clear out my photos, my videos that I'm not using pretty regularly because, as you guys know, I screenshot like 85 times a day. So I go through and I clean out. I'm like, okay, I don't need this. And I clean out whatever. Well, I get a message the other day that my Google Photos is full. And I'm like, how the fuck is my Google Photos full? I'm constantly deleting shit. Yeah, well, apparently, when you delete it off of your device, you don't always necessarily delete it out of Google Photos, as in you don't delete it out of Google Photos, or at least my settings don't have it. I had to spend like 2 hours the other day going through and just deleting an ass ton of mainly videos because they're what take up all the memory. And I got it down significantly. But I had just come across those screenshots while I was doing that. So yeah. So that I was like, girl, it has been over 2 years. Like, get a hobby. Jesus Christ. Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, it has been 2 years, you crazy bitch. Go away. My God. But, you know, people like that, they bring out a level in me I don't like because she kept trying to hit below the belt. She kept saying stuff about my kid when the wound was still fresh. She was trying to say shit about my kid. She was trying to say this and that. Now people say shit, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Whatever, you know. I've luckily my brain has accepted the situation for what it is, and stuff like that doesn't even really phase me at this point. People are gonna say what they're gonna say. They don't know what they're talking about, so I don't care. But she was at least in the area when this happened, and so she was trying to hit below the belt, and she went to low and I went to hell. Um, and I said something. That's the screenshot that she posted. She sat and she went after me and went after me and went after me and went after me and went after me. And at first I was trying to reason with her. I was trying to be nice to her. I was trying to whatever. I could tell she was not okay. So I was trying to handle her with kid gloves, and I'm trying to do whatever. And I'm starting to get more annoyed and more annoyed. And then she starts throwing out this shit, this absolute just fucked up shit. And I lost it. And I said something really fucking awful. Um, really awful. Um, so of course she screenshotted it and put it up, and there she was like, This is the person that you follow. This is what they do to me." And I went, "I got you, boo." So I took all the screenshots and I put them in a video. I said, "Would you like to say the entire story or just the part where you try to make me look like an asshole out of nowhere?" So so she came around. She came around, an iron, nice. She came around the other day and she tried to say something shitty to me. And I met her at that level of hell again because I'm done. I don't care anymore. I don't. I realized a lot of things today while I was up and fighting sleep. I realized a lot of shit while I was up and fighting sleep today. I've come to realize that I've gotten to a place mentally that while I have low spots, of course, my things that bothered me before don't bother me the way they used to. There was things, and it takes time. It always does when you're a social media content creator, and you get these batshit people, which Lord knows I've had my fucking fair share of them. You get these people that, for whatever reason, they get a bug up their ass that you are Satan incarnate. Okay, and they are perfectly fine to feel that way. They're perfectly fine to feel that way. They're perfectly fine to have any idea of you they want. What they're not allowed to do is to, put out false, misleading information because they're petty, stupid bitches. Okay. But one thing I've come to realize is a lot of the shit that used to bother me doesn't really bother me anymore. And I didn't even realize it till the other day. Me and Fancy, we had found a site that had pictures of us on it. And kudos, because I'm sure you're probably watching. I will tell you, there's a few edits that are actually pretty fucking cute. Not even kidding. We were having a pretty good laugh about it. They're doing their damnedest because I had made the comment that pictures of me irritated me. Um, and I don't know, she was showing them to me or whatever, and we were having a really good laugh because there was a couple that were actually pretty cute. And so I went to look at the page, and for the first time in like I don't even know how long, I didn't care. I didn't care. It is what it is. Like, you can't. you can't stop people from not liking you. You can't stop people from being shitty people. Um, their stuff barely gets any views anyway. So I'm not whatever. But even if it did, like, I don't care anymore. I just don't. Good night, Audra. I just don't even care. Like, I got so much other real world fucking shit going on. I got bullshit going in real life. If drawing pictures of me makes you happy, go for it. You know, I was super pissed at Bree for making those pictures, and I was super pissed at another site for deciding, well, a site or two, to, you know, make these stupid edits of me or whatever. And then I just realized yesterday, I don't know, I just had a come to Jesus fuck all moment, I guess. And I was just like, let them, whatever. It is what it is. You can't stop them, because the more that you try to stop them, the worse they get. I've tried every which way from Sunday for the past 2+ years when people do this, that, you know, to try to appeal to their human side, or or whatever the case may be. None of it works. They are destined. They are hell bent on fueling whatever issue they have on you onto, you know, social media, where they can hopefully recruit others. And it works sometimes and it doesn't work others. If people want to dislike you, they're going to dislike you, which is another reason why I am really, really, really trying to struggle with myself in learning how to not respond. I've never been good at not responding. I'm a responder because I don't play offensively, I play defensively. So I don't say nothing until somebody says something, and then I really say something. But what I've realized is, and a lot of people have come to me with this for some time, is the explanations at this point are kind of pointless. The people that follow me know that things are lies. So because they enjoy me for who I am. So the people that know me know it's a lie. The people that you'd want to reach and change their mind, they're already hell bent in wanting to believe it anyways. It wouldn't matter what amount of proof you had, that they're going to believe it regardless. So what is it? You're at this point, I'm wasting my breath. At this point, I'm absolutely wasting my breath, because the people who care already know, and the people who don't care don't want to hear it. So what's the point? Who am I trying to defend myself against? People who don't even know who the hell I am? Think what you want, I guess. I don't know. There's things that are always going to need some type of comeback. But sometimes you just got to realize that in a lot of situations, you're not going to change minds anyway. You're just not. You're just not going to change minds. So why try? There's no person on this planet. There's not one person on this planet who does not have somebody that doesn't like them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Every person on this planet, you could take the most popular person on the planet, and somebody's not going to like them. And that's just something you have to learn how to deal with when you put yourself online daily, like I do. And a lot of times it really resonates with me, of the whole, you know what, just let them do whatever, it doesn't matter. And then I'll get into a day where I'm having a bad day, and of course, like, it fucks with your brain for a minute, and then you want to yell at the world, and I'm sure I'll have more of those. But right now, I just don't care anymore. I just don't fucking care anymore. I tried to, like, upset myself with it earlier to see, like, how genuine it was, and I just, like, I don't care. Do what you gotta do. Like, I got so many other fucking issues right now. I got other, like, more important things to worry about. If a bunch of young to middle-aged women have to spend their day yapping at me, at least I gave them something to do, I guess. Whatever, it is what it is. God, I feel fucking sick. Jesus Christ. And before anybody tells me to go get something to eat, I don't even know what I would grab to eat. I don't want to have to make anything. That's why I don't eat most of the time. I don't feel like actually having to make anything. I have stuff in there I could throw in the microwave, like, don't get me wrong. But I don't want to have to make one. I don't want to have to make one. I'll probably make one a little bit, but yeah, Carol, that's kind of where I'm at. Can I go get breakfast before he gets up? No, I don't. I don't really do breakfast a whole lot. Yeah, I usually do breakfast for dinner. No, I'll be getting him up here. I'm gonna go in there the first time here in about 20 minutes, and I'll find out when he's actually gonna be getting up, because he's either gonna get up like he should, or he'll have stayed up too late and he'll be like, "Come back in an hour." Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try to get him up here in about 20 minutes and see where we're at. But no, I don't feel like leaving the house. He's taking the car today. We'd already planned on that like a day or two ago. Because it's supposed to rain today, I think. I should probably check. But I think he was supposed to take the car yesterday and today. We went an hour and a half away for dinner on Sunday. So I'm trying to let him take the car to like even out on gas. Because me taking him, coming back, going down there and picking him up, it's not a lot of gas, but it's enough. And if he keeps the car like 2 days, it'll pay for like the trip up there. So I'm gonna check and see what the weather's like. I know the weather's been being weird. No, today's like the one day it's not going to rain. It's going to rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Christ on a cracker. Matter of fact, Friday, it's 99% chance rain. 99. Like, Friday's going to suck. And I don't even know what day I'm going to get fucking grocery. Oh, no, I'm just calling have him get the fucking grocery. He'll be able to take the car most of the time this week. I'm not going to be able to go to the gym until he gets home. Well, until he gets home. And when he gets home, I'll have to go in whether it's raining or not, because I can't just skip an entire fucking week. It's bad enough I skipped today. So I'll just go when he comes home. But yeah, today's apparently the one day I should keep the car. But I don't know if I'm going to. I'll probably be tired. I should keep the car, take him, and get some fucking food on the way home. I don't know, man. I don't want to eat. Like, and I know this is a side effect of this pill, and I'm only taking it like every other day. But it's a side effect of this fucking pill. You just don't want to eat. Like, even if you're hungry, you don't want to eat. And then half the time you eat, it don't even taste right. So then you're doubly pissed off, because I'm like, well, I'm hungry. And then I'm like, this tastes like shit, so I don't want to eat it anymore. So I got stuff I need to talk with him about when he finally gets up. Not a lot, just a few things I wanted to talk to him about before bed, and then I never got up. Which I don't think this has ever happened. I don't think I've ever went to sleep and just let him go to bed and not try to guide him with his time blindness. So this is interesting. I don't know how this is gonna work, but more than likely I'm gonna go in there at 3:15, and he's gonna tell me that he needs more sleep. And I'll be like, all right, whatever. I can't even say nothing, because like, it's not my job, but I'm supposed to be helping, and I kind of dropped the ball, so I can't even say anything. Yeah, we're fine. She was in here a second ago. She just like literally popped in and popped out. Hopefully he didn't stay up too late, but I don't. I know him. I know him. He probably didn't go to bed till like 11 o'clock, and he's supposed to be in bed at 8. I know he came in to get the dogs to feed them at like 8:30, 8:30, 8:45. So he wasn't doing too far there. And sometimes he stays up till 9. So I was like, all right, he's gonna feed the dogs and go to bed, and he may have. He may have. So because of the fact that he was almost on schedule with the feeding of the dogs, he probably might have went to sleep when he was supposed to. Oh yeah, no, I'm not buying a bunch of product and reselling it. Fuck that. No, thank you. I don't know how people do that shit. Oh my lord. Now I have to keep the car Thursday. I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday. I just remember that. I have to keep the car on Thursday. That's the one day I'm going to be keeping it. And it's going to be raining, like all sorts of raining. Oh my god, it's today. Shit. Guess I'm keeping the car. Thank God I fucking checked. It's fucking today. So yeah, I guess I'm keeping it. Well, I couldn't figure out. I'm like, because I remembered that they messaged me, and they don't usually message me unless it's the day before. And I couldn't figure out why they were messaging me 3 days ahead of time. And yeah, it's today. Oh yeah, I just looked at the wrong date on the calendar. That's all that happened. I thought it said Thursday. It says Tuesday. So whoops, my bad. So good thing I looked because I need to keep the car. Which means again, I'm not going to go to bed till later because I have to wait till they get up or till they open up. They open up pretty early though. My appointment's at 8:20. Because see, what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to try to stay up to get myself back on schedule, which means I'll have to stay up. I might be able to take a nap somewhere because I'd have to stay up at that point 30 hours to get back on schedule, which I mean I can do, but I'd have to stay up uh, about 30 hours to get back on schedule. So at some point, I'm probably going to take at least a little bit of a nap, and then I should be able to get back on schedule. Like it's not 30 hours isn't that bad for me, to be honest. It's not. It's definitely not the max I've done. I do 30 hours every now and then. It's not a big deal for me. Um, the worst I think I've ever done was about 36. And I went to a concert during that 36. I was this is a funny story. I was up. I'd been up for I don't know at that point it couldn't have been I don't know I was up maybe 18 something hours maybe, and I found out that a band I really liked was playing 45 minutes away that day. So I got tickets and I went to go see the concert. And I was up like 36 hours some shit. That's like the worst I've ever done, but like 30 hours for me, that only happens a few times a month, really. I try not to do that. I try not to do that, but my body's learned to function with not a whole lot of sleep from like the manic days where I would never sleep. But the only bad part is when I do that, I do eventually crash for I will end up crashing. But sorry. You're binge watching Three's Company. So tell me how weird I am. So you guys know I bought Dawson's Creek. I bought two of season 6, right? and I took one of them back because I got the other one cheaper and it had more stuff, right? So I took that one back. That was supposed to have the original music, by the way. I think maybe it's because it's streaming, but anyway. So I got that one. It's sitting in my room. I've not looked at the DVD player since I bought it a month and a half ago. Okay. And I was on looking up movies that you could stream and buy or whatever. Jesus, Mrs. And I came across Dawson's Creek, season 1 through 6, the exact same set I just took back. Okay. The exact same set I just took back. And they had it on sale to where I could watch it digitally. And it was a good sale. It was 6 seasons for $20. So I bought it so I could watch it on my tablet in here if I wanted to when I was playing my game or whatever. And it don't have the same damn music on it. It said it was supposed to, and it don't. I don't know if it's because they're streaming it or what, but god damn it, it does not have the music that it said it did, and I'm agitated. So Tuesday may not happen this week. It may be Thursday. I don't know where I'm going to be at today, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to end up, because at some point I'm going to have to take another nap. I am still completely exhausted. I am exhausted. And because there was a portion of time that I was sleeping that no matter where or how I laid, I was in pain. But I was so tired that I kept trying to sleep through it. So there's going to be a point in time I'm going to take a nap. I just don't know when it is. So we'll see. I'm damn near tempted to call off the fucking doctor's appointment, make it a different day. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. But this is like the only nice day that I'm going to have to keep the car, even though I'll probably be asleep. So does it like really fucking matter? I don't know. But I need to figure it out because he's going to have to go to work. And one of us is going to have to take him. So I'm going to be trying to get him up here in about 12 minutes. And we'll see how well he gets up. Yesterday was a disaster. He wanted up early. But he went to bed late. And I went in to get him early. And he did not want to get up. And he ended up actually getting up late. Yeah, they got those channels where like they'll have, like I used to watch like the challenge and stuff. I just put it on for noise in the background, just put on the challenge channel because I've seen every episode, a bajillion times. And I just put it in the background for, noise and do diamond art or color or something. I am exhausted. Like, I really want to go right back to bed. I'm not even kidding. Like, I probably should have stayed in bed till it was time to get him up. But I needed to get out of bed to try to move my muscles because they are just like, they are not happy. Like I said, I missed my meds. My anti-inflammatory med that was in there. And I didn't even think about it when I skipped it because that one I didn't need to space out because I can take it twice a day. But it's I'm in pain. So I mean, okay, how long did you have to wait from initially scheduling an appointment to the actual appointment? Not that long. No, not that long. It's just my chiropractor, which I probably very sorely need. But if I take the car today, where it's not a shitty day, then he can take the car the rest of the week when it is going to be shitty. And I won't have to keep it on another day that's going to be shitty. So it makes sense for me to take it. So assuming he's not too much of a bear when I get him up, if he's going to be a complete dick, I'll be like, just take the car because I'm not arguing with you all the way to work. But hopefully if everything goes well, I'll take him. I'll go to the appointment. I'll come home, probably lay down again for a little bit. And then do whatever. I think one thing that'd be smart for me to do is to go put in a fucking load of laundry that I could end up having in the dryer by the time I got home. Knock that out. That might be a good idea. I'll be right back. Well, you know what? I'll wait till I got to get him up. That's what I'll do. I'll get off here. I'll not get off here, but I'll go in there. In about 5 more minutes. I'll get everything together, put it in the laundry, go check on him, see what's going on there. And then if I do have to take him, by the time I get back, I can put him in the dryer. That'll be already one done. If I don't have to take him, well, then I have to stay up anyways and put it in the dryer. So, but I think it'd be ready to go in the dryer by the time we left. So, I do not like any of those type of shows. Big Bang Theory, all that stuff. I do not like. My husband likes it, but I don't. Not, not my cup of tea. I don't like comedy shows. I was watching. I decided the other day. It's been for. I don't remember the last time I watched a movie at my house. I put a movie on my iPad or on my iPhone, so it's tiny, whatever. But I was playing my game and I put on the first Purge, which I didn't know if I'd ever seen. Turns out that's the one I've seen the most recently. Who knew? And it went right into the next movie I wanted to watch. So then I ended up staying up watching that one because I wanted to watch it, but then I'm like, nah. And then it went right into that movie. And I realized I hadn't seen that movie in a while. And I realized that is my type of humor. Like that was a funny movie to me. It's a horror movie called The Hunt. It's like a what they call a black comedy where it's or a like a black horror movie where it's a very dark but it's funny. So it's like dark but funny. And I've always had a really fucked up sense of humor. Like really fucked up sense of humor. I don't find most things funny that most people find funny. I find them stupid. But that movie has my type of humor in it. So I that to me that movie is very funny, but it's technically a horror movie. What I should do is if I take him to work is go to the gym and then go to the chiropractor. That's what I should do. But that's gonna fuck me because well no, because the next day I could just go in the evening. So I mean I may do that. It's called The Hunt. It's a movie called The Hunt. That is if you want to see my sense of humor, watch that movie. That's my sense of humor. I think that movie is funny as shit. Film Rise? I've never heard of that one. We have like Amazon Prime and wow, okay, I really do probably need to eat something because I do not feel well. Holy shit. Hopefully that helps. I have like a bottle of Coke that I've been kind of sipping on. Yeah, it came out in like 2020. Yeah. I just took a drink of Coke. Maybe that'll help. Oh, it's got a lot of sugar in it. I thought about drinking a protein drink, but I don't think I could handle that right now. Yeah, it's not a scary movie. It's supposed to be like a horror movie, I guess. They put it in the horror genre. I don't see. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of death in it, but I don't really see where it's a horror movie to say. So, I mean, the smartest thing I could do, honestly, like I said, is take him, go to the gym, then go to the chiropractor. Because the chiropractor told me the best thing I can do is to go there first and then come there because that way I wouldn't be outdoing what he does later. He's like, you can only do cardio. I don't want to do fucking cardio today. I don't have the fucking endurance to do cardio right now. That 30-minute bike was a fucking fluke. I can usually do 10 minutes tops. Calmed, I will. Just not right this. I gotta go get him up, and I gotta put in the laundry, and then I gotta see where that goes. So, all right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go put this laundry in and get him. One times, right? Yep. I just lost revenue on this whole thing because my fucking alarm went off. I love wasting my time for no reason. It's been perfect. That pretty much just helps the rest of the fucking day, let me tell you. Yep. I love it. It's great. All because I had to go get him up. So that's awesome. Love it. He woke up. He said that he went to bed about 9:30. And I was like, "Are you mad that I went to bed?" And he's like, I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean?" I said, "You got to sit here and play your fucking game all day." I was like, "What? Did you miss me?" And he's like, "Yo." I was like, "Oh, okay. That's fine then." And then I was like, "I didn't go to bed at 1." He's like, "Whose fault is that?" I was like, "Not fucking mine." He's like, "Well, what do you mean it's not yours?" I said, "Because there was somebody mowing her lawn. I want to make sure she didn't flip off her damn. Like, you didn't need to watch her." Yeah, I did. Because the lawnmower had already been being funny. So yeah, I did. I was like, and then when I messaged the guy to come get to do a quote for the lawn, I did not expect him to be like, "Yeah, I'll be here in 10 minutes." And then I did not expect him to want to talk for half an hour about everything under the sun. So, no, I planned on going to bed about, it was like 10:20. And I didn't end up going to bed till 1. So I was like, yeah, no, not necessarily my fault. Thank you. He thinks it's my fault. He thinks I should have been in bed before that. And he's kind of right. Because I was kind of supposed to go to bed about 8 or 9. So he's not exactly wrong. But as for whose fault it was of me being up, not exactly correct either. I couldn't, like, here's the deal. Like, the neighbor, when she came over and she mowed my front yard because she felt bad that her grandson egged my car. So she mowed my front yard. But her yard is flat. Okay. And she kind of doesn't feel super comfortable on her zero turn, but she kind of has to use it. So when she came over and used the zero turn, my yard, like I said, is not okay. It's, the hills are wild in my yard. And I mean, I literally watched at one point, it slid. And I'm like, I'm going to have to call fucking 911. If she falls off this thing, I'm fucked, you know? And so I had to stay up. She had just started it. I went to go to bed, not even kidding. I let the dogs out and I went to go to bed. and I heard a lawnmower. And I was like, so I went outside and she was starting to mow my driveway. Yeah, I know, I get it. She's starting to mow my driveway. And I was like, she's like, did I wake you up? I'm like, no, I haven't been to bed yet. So, she had to mow the lawn. And then she left. And then I called the guy to ask for a quote for the backyard. And he came and he was here in like 10 minutes. He said he'd be there in 10 minutes, and he really was. But then he wanted to talk. And I'm never one to be rude, believe it or not. So I'm just letting him talk, and I am sitting there frying. Like, I am burning up. And so then I had to take a shower before I could even go to bed because I felt disgusting. So that whole area right there was like another 2 hours of my time. So like that was a whole another 2 hours I did not ask for. Yeah. He wanted to tell me about everything. He wanted to tell me how to get rid of coyotes. He wanted to tell me that his friend had a goat that would hit everybody. He wanted to tell me about the job he was on yesterday. He was a really nice guy. Like I wasn't going to be rude and ignore, and interrupt him. But I was like, I need to go to bed. Oh my God. And then by the time I got in the house, I felt disgusting. So then I had to get in the shower, but I couldn't even wash my hair because I didn't want to sleep on it wet. So when I got up just now, I washed my hair, which is why it's, was wet when I got on here. But I just told him that I was going to have to take the car today. He's like, okay. So I'm just trying to figure out because it's simple. It's either I go to the gym and then go to either I go to the gym and then go to the chiropractor, or I go to the chiropractor and miss the gym again for the third day, because I didn't go Sunday. I didn't go Monday. I do not want to get in that type of, whatever. Plus, I don't know how much I'm going to miss it this week because of the weather. So, but at the same time, it's leg day. My arm's really fucked up, but it's leg day, so that shouldn't bother my arm, obviously. Except for there's one thing that I do. Two things that involve my arms, regardless. So I may just, whatever today. I don't know. I may just fuck off one more day. Because as weather starts to get more inclement, I'm not going to be able to go every day. Because there's going to be on days where it's icy, I'm not going to go. Days where it's, whatever. When it starts getting more inclement weather, I'm not going to be able to go every day. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to make sure that I go every day that I can. Because when it's weather, I'm not going to be able to go. But it sucks because, like I said, last time I went to him, he's like, okay, well, on days that after I adjust you, I don't want you undoing what I did that quickly. So you're going to have to basically just go do cardio. And I'm not going to drive across town to do a bike for 10 minutes. So, but I am going to have to go because my neck, I can feel my shoulder's completely fucked. My shoulder is fucked. Bad fucked. I know it is. I can feel it. And there's a spot in my neck that's really bad. But other than that, it'll be the usual suspects, put everything back in order, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. My neck, there's something probably around C2 that is not happy right now. So, I got the clothes in the wash. It took me a little bit longer than what I planned because normally I have a basket for towels and a basket for clothes. But because I never put the clothes away, I had to put clothes. I have clothes on the bottom and towels on the top. So I had to pluck all the towels off the top, get all the clothes out the bottom, put the clothes in, put the towels back into the thing. So, but luckily when the clothes get out, I can just put them in the other one that I haven't put away yet, and then put the towels in the towel one and put the towels away. So I'll be all right. It'll all work out in the end. But I'll be able to change these ones over at least Possibly before we even take him to work. Possibly. But if not, then when I get back at least. So that'll be one out the way. Then I only got one more left to do. Which, I mean, technically it's not even a complete full load, but fuck it, I'll do it anyway. Night Miss. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in there. I talked with him about a couple things. I think I'm trying to remember there was a couple things I wanted to talk to him about, and I can't remember what they were now. So that sucks. I was like, yeah, get me up. I want to talk to you about a couple things, and I can't remember what they are. Oh, yeah, we need a cleaning live. Yeah, I'm good. Well, my problem is, like, once I start going, I don't stop. But at the same time, it's that getting going type thing. Good night, Miggy. So, man, my neck is not okay. Jesus Christ. I mean, it technically is leg day. I mean, I could get away with it, but we'll see. I'll see how I feel after I take him to work. If I feel good, I'll just go over there and do it. And if not, then I'm gonna have to fucking kill time until then anyway. So I mean, I'm just trying to remember. There was a couple things I wanted to talk to him about. And normally what will happen is if I'm laying there and I think of things I need to talk to him about, I'll write them down. I'll grab the notepad on my phone and write something down because I know that I will do this, which is exactly what I did and completely forgot what the fuck I wanted to say. Whoops. So, all right. Well, everybody wants to go to bed and I got stuff to do. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow, today, whatever. At some point in the next time. All right. See you later, all.